With the 2024 NBA draft slowly coming upon us, the Thunder's 12th pick overall is looking more clear each and every day, as it's looking like they're going to draft the French Giannis with their 12th overall pick. What up? It's Bryson Akins here with another Thunder Digest video for you guys today. Before we get all this though, I want to take a moment and recognize that we're at 881 subscribers. Like I've said before, trying to reach 1,000 by the end of the month. We're about 100 away with just a few days left. I think we can hit that goal. So like I've said before, if you guys enjoy the content and you find yourself coming back to the channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel. And now we can go ahead and get into it. As some of you guys might be wondering, what are you talking about, trading up and getting Sar with the first overall pick? That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about us trading up, going down, trading for someone else that's already in the league. I am talking about a prospect with the 12th overall pick, us keeping it, and this could also solve some of our rebounding and defensive problems that we had, as you saw in the series against the Mavericks. And I'm talking about Tidjane Salaun. I'm pretty sure I got the name right there. Pretty sure. I've been watching a ton of videos and trying to get his name done as much as I can. I know it's Salaun at the end. It's his first name that troubles me a lot, because I've heard a bunch of people call him Tidjane. I've heard a bunch of stuff. So in the comment section, if you guys could help me out there, I'm trying my best with these names. I am. But he's a forward, and when you look at his stats and his height and weight, he's 6'9", 203 pounds, so decent size there. 7'1" wingspan, you love to see that. And he's 18 years old, about to be 19, so he's young. So he's a young guy that we'd be bringing in as well, because that's kind of a theme that you're seeing with Oklahoma City Thunder right now. We love to have our young guys on the team. Only had 9.7 points per game in the French league. Shot 31% from behind the arc, though, and 4 rebounds and 1 steal a game. The rebounds could be better. I'm just going to go ahead and be honest there. The rebounds, they could be better. The scoring could be a little bit better. But what we have him for would be kind of this second string defensive anchor coming off the bench. Because if we do go sign a big in the offseason, which I believe we are, that's what we're probably going to do, is go sign a big in the offseason, whether it's Valanciunas, Hartenstein, Claxton, someone else. We're going to go get someone, and then he would kind of be our backup guy off the bench, and pair him with Cason Wallace on the defensive side with our second string there. I think we would be set and be very, very deep in the league. And then when you also look at what they kind of highlighted about him too, he's a young talent with the raw qualities to potentially become a versatile two-way star. And by the way, this is on The Ringer. You guys can go check it out on their site. But what he excels at, they said, is off-ball defense, which I think is kind of huge for us, because we got caught lacking a few times down low in the paint when guys were just slacking off and not aware where their guys were. Positional versatility, so he can play quite a bit of positions there, and hustle. I think the grit and how we play in OKC is huge. That kind of goes into the persona and how we play, the personality of the team. We're a gritty team. We hustle for every single chance we can get. We're diving on the floor for loose balls. And I think that would fit in and transition well into what we have going on in Oklahoma City if he does bring this to the table. And then something else they brought up, his comparison is Chandler Parsons. Not like the greatest comparison, but not the worst by any means. It's right there in that middle way. And for a guy who wouldn't be starting with us, first off, if that's what we did in the offseason, you'd be coming off the bench. If that's the case, I'm fine with that. Chandler Parsons was a great role player. He was. And I think Salaün has the same potential there as well. He could be a great role player and bench player for us. And he could possibly be one of the best in the league just because of his defensive awareness. And you also got to look at into what they said were some pros, or like they said, pluses here in his breakdown and his scouting report. Locked-in defender who is a nuisance off the ball, digging in to help on drivers, and using his long arms to poke at the ball. He's always contesting shots at the rim, playing with his arms up in the passing lanes, and fighting through screens with his length, quickness, and mindset. He has the traits to be a versatile defender who can switch across most perimeter positions. Experiencing the best season of his career shooting threes. He constantly moves behind the arc, so there he's talking about their offense. Athletic finisher. As we know, we like to drive in and try to get our buckets down low in the paint and try to get an and one. Always looking for chances to cut the rim and set screens. Sorry, guys, I think my dog just barked, and that's what you guys may have heard there. But always looking for chances to cut to the rim and set screens, both on the ball and off the ball. If the flashes of shot creation turn into real results, he will lock himself in as a top pick. He has some nasty moves, but his off the dribble game remains a bit clunky at this point. So, like they said right there, he's a great off ball guy. Off ball, offensively and defensively, he's great. Off the dribble, though, on offense and defense is where he kind of struggles. He struggles to stay on guys that are excelling at dribble moves, that are shifty. He doesn't really do well there. And it's the same thing. He doesn't do well dribbling a lot and creating moves off the dribble on offense. So that's something that he clearly needs to improve on, is off the dribble defense and offense. And they kind of talk about it, I'm pretty sure, here in the minuses. Needs to become a more fundamental on-ball defender to reach his full potential. So like you saw there, that I was just bringing up, he just doesn't do well off the dribble or on the ball. He falls out of position and gets crossed up way too often. Lacks shooting ability off the dribble. His handle is loose. He often looks the part, generating space with sidesteps and step backs, but he often misses horribly with bricks off the backboard. Until this year, he's never been a good shooter, and there are some worrisome trends that his touch isn't what it seems. He lacks a reliable floater, struggles to convert touch layups, and still shoots only about 70% from the line. Sloppy passer who regularly throws the ball straight to defenders. He also has the tendency to rush simple plays and misread opponents. So as you can see, on the dribble, offensively and defensively, yeah, he's not the greatest guy. That's clearly something he needs to work on. Because what they're saying there is the shots that he's missing horribly are when he's taking shots off of a dribble or step back three. Those are the ones he's missing badly that he really needs to focus on. Same thing defensively. He often gets crossed up on these step backs, crossovers. He's just not a great on-ball defender as it is. Off-ball defense, though, he excels, and that's where I'm kind of intrigued at us taking him at 12. Even though it could be a risk. It definitely could be a risk there, considering how much OKC likes to do a bunch of on-ball defense and offense. However, we noticed what we were struggling at was off-ball defense and offense, and Salaün can kind of bring that to the table with us already as a rookie, coming off the bench especially. I think pairing him with Cason Wallace and Isaiah Joe and Jay Will, I think it could be a great second-string squad out there that could really do some damage to a bunch of other second strings out there and could potentially compete with some of the lower-end starting fives as well. Because we had a deep bench. We did. We still do. It's just adding Salaün there could also take us to this another level because of how well he plays off the ball. He plays phenomenally off the ball, and it really could solidify our defense to be even better by not allowing these back cuts to get to easy bump shots and dunks down low or leaving guys wide open in the corner and letting them take threes, because that was kind of our downfall in the playoffs, was off the ball. We weren't following our guys as much or aware where they were, and that's one of the reasons we lost to the Mavs in 6 games there. But if we add him to the squad, I think that kind of doesn't immediately fix the problem, but it is a step in the right direction, especially if we pair him with another guy like Nicholas Claxton or Hartenstein in the offseason, go inside them. I think the pairing of those two guys switching on and off would be great for this team, but I'm interested in what you guys think about him. Or is there someone else that you guys like us to get at the 12th pick? I see a bunch of you guys talk about Zach Edey. Personally, I don't like it at the 12th pick, but in the comments section, go ahead and let me know what you guys think we should do with the 12th pick, whether it's trade it or draft someone with that pick, and we'll see you guys in the next video.